No one expected this. After 7 long years apart, the reunion fans had begged for finally happened, and it took place in the most unexpected way. In front of a packed Dallas crowd, during what was supposed to be just another Jonas Brothers concert, the atmosphere shifted in an instant. Out of nowhere, 4 familiar voices echoed through the speakers, leaving the audience stunned. For a moment, people didn't believe their eyes, but it was real. Fifth Harmony was back, and the crowd completely lost it. The night began like any other tour stop. Fans were singing along to Jonas Brothers' biggest hits, the stage lights flashing, the energy high. But then, everything changed. Without warning, the opening beat of Worth It blasted through the speakers, a sound fans hadn't heard live from the group in years. And then, walking onto the stage, came Normani, Dinah Jane, and Ella Brooke. The arena erupted into screams so loud they drowned out the music. Phones shot up in the air. Fans screamed in disbelief, and jaws dropped everywhere. Normani grabbed the mic and teased the crowd with just 4 words, "Why all remember Fifth Harmony?" The roar of the audience was deafening. In that moment, it wasn't just a performance, it was history being rewritten right in front of thousands of people. As the lights hit the stage, the 4 members stood together in sleek, matching black outfits, a look that screamed unity and power. The choreography was sharp, the vocals on point, and for a moment it felt like the group had never left. They launched into Worth It, the song that defined an era of their career, and the crowd was right there with them, singing every word. But the surprises didn't stop there. Midway through, they slid seamlessly into the moves for Work From Home, sending the crowd into complete chaos. Clips of the performance spread online within minutes, and the group's own Instagram post only fueled the frenzy. The caption asked a single question: "Where were you on August 31st, 2025? Turning the moment into a timestamp that no fan would ever forget. Even the Jonas Brothers couldn't hide their excitement as Fifth Harmony wrapped up their surprise set. Nick, Do, and Kevin came back on stage with huge smiles, applauding alongside the crowd. Later that night, the brothers jumped on Instagram to share the moment, calling it special and posting clips of the girls performing Work From Home. For fans, it felt like 2 worlds colliding: the Jonas Brothers, icons of one generation, welcoming back another group that defined the pop landscape of the 2010s. The collaboration wasn't just unexpected, it was symbolic. It showed that Fifth Harmony's legacy hadn't faded, and with the Jonas Brothers backing them, their return carried even more weight. What made the reunion even wilder was the timing. Just hours before stepping on stage, Fifth Harmony broke their 7-year silence on social media. Out of nowhere, their official X account posted a single hashtag: "Fifth Harmony follows Brie." No explanation, no context, just that. Within minutes, fans were in a frenzy. The hashtag shot to trending worldwide, sparking theories that something major was about to happen. Some thought it was just a random fan interaction. Others whispered about new music or a tour. But no one expected the payoff to come so soon and in front of thousands at a Jonas Brothers show. It wasn't just a comeback post. It felt like a breadcrumb, the first clue that something bigger was on the horizon. To understand why this moment shook fans so deeply, you have to look back at Fifth Harmony's journey. Formed on the X Factor in 2012, the group went from underdogs to global chart toppers, delivering hits like Worth It and Work From Home. But the ride wasn't always smooth. Camila Cabello's shocking exit in 2016 left fans divided, and just 2 years later, the remaining members announced an indefinite hiatus. At the time, the group explained that they needed space to grow individually, to find their voices outside the shadow of Fifth Harmony. And they did. Normani soared with solo hits. Normani carved her lane as a singer-songwriter. Dinah Jane found her groove in R&B, and Ella Brooke pursued pop and even dipped into Latin music. Each of them evolved, but fans never stopped hoping they'd come back together. So when the four of them walked back on that stage in Dallas, it wasn't just nostalgia. It was proof that even after years apart, their bond and their music still had the power to unite an entire generation of fans. Of course, one performance wasn't enough to satisfy fans. Almost immediately, speculation exploded online. Was this just a one-night reunion or the beginning of something much bigger? The timing is hard to ignore. Just months earlier, The Hollywood Reporter revealed that the group had been in talks about a possible reunion tour and even a documentary. That news alone had fans buzzing, but after seeing the women back on stage together, those whispers now feel a lot more real. Some fans believe the Dallas performance was more than a surprise cameo. To them, it looked like a carefully planned soft launch, a way to test the waters, build hype, and remind the world that Fifth Harmony still has the power to dominate headlines. And if the reaction in Dallas was any indication, the demand for a full comeback is louder than ever. For the fans in Dallas, it was a night they'll never forget. For everyone watching online, it was the moment they'd been waiting 7 long years to see. Fifth Harmony proved that even after time apart, their chemistry, their energy, and their impact are still unmatched. But one question remains: was this reunion a one-time surprise, or the first step toward a full-scale comeback? The breadcrumbs are there: the critics' social media post, the insider reports, and now, this jaw-dropping performance. Fans are convinced this isn't the end, but the beginning of something far bigger. One thing's certain: the world isn't ready to close the chapter on Fifth Harmony. And if this was only the teaser, then the real story has only just begun.